The first volley was made by Lively in 2015. Like, oh, of course. And I bet you $1,000,000 that she had an agenda to start with. I bet you. Hey, sweet peaches, how are you?
So this video is called Colleen Hoover Returns, Taylor Swift Exits, Blake Lively says, "My pet dragon ate my face." She didn't really say that, but she might as well say that. So I show a little bit. Oh, let me also mention this was Colleen Hoover's friend, and I learned just now also had written a book with her. So it's Taryn Fisher. Her and Colleen wrote this book, Never Never. Look, Colleen's name is bigger. But if you look for her on IG, you find you don't. Sorry, this page isn't available. In other words, what the fuck happened? Wow. So, also, just thinking the fallout has just fallen out so far, and it keeps on falling out. Oh, yeah. Yesterday on fucking Valentine's Day, to keep with the theme of like, I'm going to drop my lawsuit the Friday before Christmas weekend, and I'm going to deny you an extension when your lawyer's house burnt the fuck down and office, but who gives a fuck about that? But then I'm going to ask for an extension. So then on Valentine's Day, Blake has her lawyer request discovery, meaning give me some fucking shit. She wants 2.5 years worth of Justin Baldoni's phone records, including text messages between his wife, between his doctor. Like, she wants everything, which is so audacious. It's so outrageous. It's a fishing expedition. It's the proof they ain't got shit. They are desperate. They are trying to find a needle in a haystack to find anything. It's evidence, in my opinion, that they ain't got nothing. And it's also evidence that they are just sick. They are so sick that they have no shame. They are shameless. It's egregious, the audacity of these disgusting, despicable people, in my opinion. Allegedly, speculation only. And what else? Oh, I also wanted to add one more thought before I get into the video. Colleen Hoover returns, Taylor Swift exits, Blake Lively's pet dragon ate her face. Two more things. One is that, the rest of this video, I also read an article put out February 5th of 2025 where somebody was going in a very positive light, talking about the timeline of Blake Lively and Taylor Swift's friendship, which unsurprisingly, guess what? It started off with Blake being super creepy and reaching out and, making the first move. And I do believe wholeheartedly that came from a ulterior motive place of, I want to be friends with this rich bitch, this blonde white chickie who's rich and got a lot of influence. And just as, I'm speculating, her and her husband profited quite a bit from that friendship until possibly it blew up in their face. Now, I don't know if Taylor had more influence, like Justin Baldoni said, that she was praising lively, not really lively, blatant lying. Blake Lively's, actually Ryan Reynolds is. Script rewrites. Did Taylor really know? Did Taylor know they were lying and it was Ryan who wrote it? Like, the whole thing is weird and shady. And then there was the whole Taylor's song was in the movie, and supposedly, allegedly, she had the composer guy kicked out and some other, I don't know. That's why I do believe that there should be a trial. I don't believe that Justin will back down. I see a lot of people saying Justin should settle, he's going to settle, it's not going to go to trial. And I feel like those are intimidation tactics. Those are just fear tactics that people who don't believe that someone like Justin would dare to go against someone's like Blake and fucking Ryan. Blake and Jake is what they should be called. Okay?
I'm back for another video. It is Wednesday, February 12th, 2025. It is 6:44 p.m. I just turned off the light. And look at how blurry it is. It's a lot more comfortable like this, but I think it looks better like this. So I wanted to make another video. Apparently Colleen Hoover has popped back up on Instagram, which I thought was interesting. Her page is like shadow banned or something. Blah. My kid over there. Her page is like shadow banned, so I was like trying to find it and I couldn't find it, and this popped up. Colleen Hoover, to help keep our community authentic, we're showing information about accounts on Instagram. Joined in December of 2012. Verified in May of 2017. Searching her directly like on Google. Colleen Hoover Instagram, and then it brings up this. Let's see. Oh, who is she following? This motherfucker. This motherfucker. This motherfucker. She's still following this motherfucker. She's following this motherfucker. Brandon. I think she is following Sklenar. She's following him. She's following Isabel Lafara. However, what I also thought was interesting, go to Blake's page. I just want to take a moment to point out, as a woman with a large nose myself, I find it kind of funny and hilarious that the profile pic that she chose for herself makes her nose look rather large in that very specific upper looking down view. For a woman who's had 3 nose jobs to make her nose smaller, I find it kind of funny that she chose this photograph specifically that makes her nose look almost like her original. Anyway, I think she's losing. I think last time I checked, she was at 44.9, which was down from 45.1. Now she's down to 44.8. But she's following a simple favor. She's following her husband, this motherfucker. She's following this motherfucker. This motherfucker. She's following him. Where's Colleen Hoover? No results. That's kind of weird, isn't it? She's not following Colleen Hoover. But Colleen's still following her. Well, if we go to him, he's not following Colleen either. Lorraine Schwartz. Now I know that was the jewelry that Isabella was wearing. Following Brandon. Isabella. Blake. So I recorded this originally on Wednesday, but now it's Sunday, February 16th, and I'm still editing it. And I thought, you know what, let me go check again. And look, now she is following her. And if you go to Ryan's page, Van City Reynolds, he is also following Colleen again.
So I don't know why the other day when I went to their pages and I searched for her multiple times, she didn't show up. But there she is now. Maybe they unfollowed her when she got off IG and she came back, so they followed her again. I don't know, but it's kind of funny to me. Well, since I like to be thorough, she had 567 that she was following before. Ryan had 1212 that he was following. Now she's still following 567, even though she is following Colleen when she wasn't the other day. But Ryan is following 4 additional people. He went from 1212 to 1216. So what I'm wondering is, did Blake unfollow someone and then follow Colleen back to keep her number the same? Was she following Colleen, but it was shadow banned, so it didn't pop up when I searched her name? Was that the glitch? Or did she actually unfollow her? I just find it kind of weird, like a coincidence that I was able to find Colleen on other people's pages, but not on Blake's or Ryan's. So Ryan had 1212 that day. Blake had 567 she was following. So I don't know, just doing a little bit more questioning, because I don't want to say that they weren't following her when they were, but she was shadow banned. She didn't pop up. But anyway, I see that, their numbers, Blake's are the same, Ryan's are different. That's all, just pointing it out. And just a quick screenshot this morning, several articles coming out that Colleen Hoover has notably wiped her Instagram, that it never ends. Colleen Hoover would very much like it to be excluded from this. Blake Lively appears to lose key ally. Colleen Hoover returns to Instagram and removes Blake. Scrubbing Blake Lively from Instagram isn't enough, Colleen Hoover's fans tell her. It's pouring, raining outside. I wonder if you can hear it. So despite the articles coming out, if you go to Colleen's Instagram, she's still following Blake Lively, as you can see, searching her. She's still following Van City Reynolds, Ryan. She is also following Brendan Sklenar. She's still following Isabella, who has one L. She is also following Jenny Slate. And she's following Anna Kendrick, which is pretty funny. She's not following A Simple Favor, the movie page. So yeah, I just thought, I'm sure that her fans are like, whatever, you scrubbed your page, but you're still following them. So how is that really doing anything? There's the rain. So I wanted to pull that article up and see what it had to say a little bit. And then you can actually listen to the article. So I screen recorded a little bit of it so we can listen to it. So all those articles there, you can see. Scrubbing Blake Lively from Instagram isn't enough, Colleen Hoover's fans
Scrubbing
tell her.
Blake Lively from Instagram
isn't enough, Colleen Hoover's fans tell her. In reactivating her Instagram account, romance novelist Colleen Hoover has scrubbed posts that contain images of both Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, while they were promoting last year's film adaptation of her 2016 best-selling book It Ends With Us.
Stomp with the roach stomper.
But Hoover's decision to scrub Lively from her social media has definitely caught people's attention much more than distancing herself from Baldoni. In fact, the scrubbing of Lively is being interpreted as yet another sign that public opinion has turned against the Gossip Girl star amid her explosive legal drama with Baldoni. But some of Hoover's fans say the author needs to do more than just delete Lively's photos. She needs to admit her mistakes and publicly apologize to Baldoni for appearing to initially take Lively's side in the controversy. Oh, Colleen, one person wrote on Hoover's Instagram, you don't deserve the privilege of the job and platform you have. You have massively abused your position to contribute towards the disgraceful and bullying treatment of JB. Your silence is deafening. The fact you haven't apologized to JB yet is astounding. Admit your mistakes. People will respect you more if you do. In December, Hoover showed her support for Lively after the Gossip Girl filed a legal complaint and alleged in a New York Times story that Baldoni, her director and co-star, subjected her to sexually inappropriate behavior while they were making the movie, then orchestrated a media and digital smear campaign against her during the film's press tour. After the New York Times story went viral, with Baldoni's reputation suffering a serious hit, Hoover went on Instagram story to describe Lively as nothing but honest, kind, supportive and patient since the day we met, People magazine reported, sharing a photo of her and Lively hugging at the film's screening. Hoover also wrote, "Thank you for being exactly the human that you are, never change, never wilt." At the time, Hoover didn't directly comment on Lively's allegations. The Hollywood Reporter said, in the movie, Lively plays Hoover's female protagonist Lily Bloom, a florist who falls in love with a handsome neurosurgeon who becomes abusive after they marry. Lively and Baldoni's off-screen drama intensified after Lively filed a lawsuit against Baldoni on December 31. He's vehemently denied her sexual harassment and smear campaign allegations. He first hit back by suing the New York Times for defamation, then by filing a $400 million lawsuit against Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds on January 16, alleging defamation and extortion. Baldoni specifically accused Lively of working with her publicists to destroy his reputation after, he says, she and Reynolds maneuvered to take control of the writing and final edit of his movie. Not only was Baldoni the film's director, writer, and producer, he also developed the project after approaching Hoover several years earlier to secure the film rights to her book. Baldoni's counteroffensive against Lively has been pretty aggressive, thanks to his celebrity attorney, Brian Free.
And I just wanted to thank People magazine for the hilariousness of their pop-up ad that just happens to show a very happily married Scarlett Johansson and her beautiful, talented husband, Colin Jost. And it's just funny as hell that on an article about Blake Lively, they pop up Blake Lively's husband's ex-wife and her lovely husband, LOL.
So I thought that that was kind of interesting. But also, if we go back to Colleen Hoover, we see that uh she posted a picture. Oh, this was December. Oh, okay. I was like, the first thing she came out with was that her so-called friends didn't tell her she had food in her mouth. So she didn't. That was old. Oh, wait, this is also old. So I thought that was interesting. She's out of her 2 million followers. So again, I don't know what her thing looked like. Daily Dose of Dana, her here, she was talking about it as well. And she said, looks like a lot of pictures were taken off. And this friend that used to be tagged, her thing is like gone. All right. So I had sent this to myself.
So instead of making an hour and a half video, I'm going to cut this one here and I will put the video of me reading the article up next. So don't forget to join me so you can follow along with all my next videos. See you.